It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom-led pilgrims of Plymouth Bay, Salem trials at justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and ends. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin Wharf, Fenway Park, Old North Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's doing well today. Brooklyn, my pleasure, my friend. And again, I do my part. You guys do your part. You guys show up every day. You're all here. It works out pretty good now, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh my goodness, Wyoming, you're up early. Morning, Kathy. Thank you for spending time with us this morning. Megan, John, Kathy. Some people come on in. So I'm just setting up the Google stuff so that I figured today, if you guys wanted to call in, you can just call in, say hi. Get some time to spend, kill, whatever you want to say. And I almost didn't hit go because, Aiden does his whole morning routine stuff. I don't want to take away from that, So I don't know. I just keep doing my stuff. I guess we're gonna find out whether or not he's okay or not. We don't want to see him getting hemmed up on nothing. And oh my good, Grant Bell. Good morning. I hope God, do I hope you're holding that waistline up with that rope. I hope it doesn't break. Wow, thank you so much. Man, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, yeah. I'm really disappointed in Miss Karen Reed. I really am. I'm really disappointed. I know the work that Aiden put into this story that I feel would not have gotten. It wouldn't have gotten, and the traction. It would have received very, very, very little traction. Thank you for prayers for Mikey. Thank you for that, guys. That means a lot to me. Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I thought she would go to Aiden first. Not like that. I'm really. I did listen to him, and I get it, and I'm just saying, personally, me, I know, or I have an idea of what that man put into the story. And what he's doing, I mean, he's up on charges for 105 years in jail. He already did 60 days. So, I mean, he's not only taking one for the team, he stood in traffic. He really did. And he stood up for what was right. And he still does today. And he has not wavered. Yeah. No, I totally get it. But listen, you telling me they can't find 10 minutes to call? This works. The phone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. I just I just wish he got more than everybody else. Do you know what I mean? Like I wish he had, like unfettered access to like anytime he wanted to call these people up. Alan, I have a question. Or Liza, can you answer this for me? You know, and no, and maybe she's just gonna go in with Alan. Maybe Alan's gonna say some bombshell news. Don't forget, she's the one that was up for her life, and she's also suing people. So I totally get Miss. I totally understand. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not discounting that. All I'm saying is everything's all said and done. We Oh, you sent 100. Wow. You sent a donation from Hope. Thank you, my good Jake. Thank you so very much. My goodness. Wow. Thank you so much. No, I mean, listen, I'm not just discounting what the bigger picture. I totally don't, I just I don't know. I just feel bad for Aiden. I know he did a lot of work. I know he put a lot into this. He's still got a lot on the line for this. I totally get it. It's just, I mean, is 10 minutes. You know, I don't know. And rewind, looking back, everything gets done the same way. I don't think anything changes. I really don't. I personally would have liked to seen, and this is me. Um, I would have liked to seen Aiden get more time, more access, um, more credit. You know, yeah. And listen, the fact that Kieran and Alan's going on the radio to discuss whatever they're going to discuss, giddy up. That's awesome. That's cool. They're releasing information. Cool. Something's happening. Awesome. 10 minutes. It's just 10 minutes. So, that said, with that said, I'm sure if this were to happen again, things I think would be different. Which again, this is all news to us. We're not new to this. We're not. This is not. I would have Melanie. I would have liked to seen him not only first, but with the most. You know, I mean, what does it? It doesn't hurt. It. I don't know. I'm not. I don't have those type of problems. I guess. Well, right. Uh so Higgy Bear, Higgy put a homestead on his house. That's interesting too, isn't it? I don't know why he didn't have it to begin with. I think that don't you do that when you buy a house and you go to the registry of deeds that day after you buy it and you fill out paperwork and don't you put the homestead on it then? I don't understand how he didn't have it. That's confusing to me. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are the best for Mike. Really. Yep. And really. No. I don't think it's a black Jeep. Higgs. No. Um Rat House Media. How you doing? Yeah. Take all the prayers we can get. There we go. Holding up, doing your job for the. That's like a community type of thing you're doing. Community service, keeping that up. Yeah. But again, regardless. So the line's open, the phone's open. I think in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna browse Twitter. Let's do that. You wanna do that? Everyone can laugh. X. Oh, let's do this. All coming in. Morning. Let me just pop you up real quick. How are you today, Kathy? You live? Thank you much. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. I can
Can
hear
you hear
you.
me?
I absolutely can. So listen, thanks for calling.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
How's
always
everything?
so glad. Really good here in Wyoming. It's uh, we have got some fires going on, so our skies have been kind of
Cloudy?
cloudy or sooty, you say. Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of,
So
I have,
we may end up getting that because if that comes across the country, right?
yeah,
The smoke it ends up in Boston because that's just how it works, right?
right. Yeah, I'm kind of new to Wyoming, so I've never had stuff like this, so I'm kind of scary
Uh,
for me. I'm just everybody else around here is like, well, I have.
But they're not at a place where they can like they're not going to affect you, right?
It's around Cheyenne, Wyoming,
Okay.
and I'm in Green River, Wyoming.
Okay.
I'm not sure how far that is, so I have to actually look at Google Maps. But uh, what did you think about the proctor thing trial started yesterday? I was wondering your opinion about that. I didn't get to see as
Y-
much of it yesterday.
You know, unfortunately, I think he gets his job back.
No, you said that to me before.
Yeah.
The
Well, think about it, right? I mean, that's the police union, right?
okay.
And the
I don't
police,
know anything about
yeah, the police union's pretty influential when it comes to like politics. Do you know what I mean?
okay. I'm listening.
So it's all politics.
So how come they fired him then?
Optics, they had to. How can they not, right?
Okay.
The volume's all the way up, guys. I'm sorry about the volume. The volume on your end is a little low.
Okay, just
Oh,
a
there we
second
go.
here.
So much better. That is good.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, I'm kind of new at this stuff, with the unions and stuff, because I came from the other side of the United States, and they don't have the unions like this, and they don't have the law like this. I'm not saying there isn't bad cops. There are bad cops everywhere. But there's also a lot of good ones too. So I have to say that. But
Yeah.
I I just don't understand. If he gets his job back, don't you think it's going to be a really
Oh,
bad thing for the cops
well,
if they're trying to say they're good?
yes. Yes, it'll be bad. Be very, very bad. However, it if they don't give him back his job, then what's the purpose of paying union dues? Which means they can fire you for whatever reason they want now. And that's what's going to be portrayed to the police officers on the other end of the deal. They went and took his personal phone and they found reasons to fire him over his personal phone. Well,
Or, oh, is that what they're? Yeah, okay. I didn't realize. Like I said, I didn't watch it yesterday. I'm going to be able to watch it today. I just had other stuff going on.
mhm.
But today I'm going to catch up because I've been on that. I've been really working on the Aaron Spencer case. You know
Yes.
about him?
Uh,
Yes, I've been working on that.
that's crazy, isn't it?
Oh, more, it just shows that, well, it was a cop who had been essaying a bunch of girls. Melanie Little had a show on where there was another lady had a podcast and had another survivor on her show, and was saying how he moved around, and she didn't even realize how close he was living to her, and
Yeah,
she was just freaked
she's
out.
not far from that. I mean, I don't think that's far from where she lived.
Exactly.
So,
And
just so
she
the
was
people know that's the guy that's accused of all those prostitute murders, and they were finding just pieces of women on the beach, and it's not far from where Melanie lives. So
No, I think you're mixed up with another guy. I think that's the
who's that guy?
something
Yeah, that's the other guy.
Wrangler.
No, it's
Yeah, that's a different guy. That's a
but
different guy.
they live right near Melanie, like within the same
Wow, I didn't know.
vicinity. That's some scary stuff when that stuff starts going on. Like,
Yeah, that is.
They-
But I'm talking about the guy in Arkansas, Aaron Spencer.
okay,
That's a different guy, but a cop again who was essaying young girls, and
Yeah.
the woman said that the wife was for her. The wife was actually in the room when it was happening to her.
oh,
I mean, this is a different guy, but
wow.
that's
Yeah,
horrible for.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot out there, and Massachusetts, they're now saying that there may be a serial killer popping around Massachusetts, which we've been saying for
I heard that.
absolute long time. We've been saying that. I mean, there's bodies popping in. There's bodies in the Charles River like every other weekend or something. There's
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Well, someone was saying that they think it might possibly, and this is just hearsay, that it might be a ring
Yep.
of people.
You know,
Is that?
it makes sense because there's different areas of the country where the same circumstances come into play.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
And it's all revolves around that smiley face killer.
Exactly. I was just going to say that.
I did an interview with the guy that wrote a book on that. I had him on my show.
You did. Oh,
did.
I'll have to go back and look that up.
Oh, so good. I'll have to find it.
Yeah.
He was really good. And you know, I started thinking about it and it made sense to me. You know where it's all coming from? The freaking marinas. They're putting them on people.
Yeah.
Getting them, putting them on the boat, dumping them off, they're floating in. That's what's happening. Or the boats are just
Because they know how the waves.
That's right.
The wind, the waves. I'm not very good at that.
And think about there aren't that many cameras facing the ocean. Everything's facing inward. So
yeah.
that explains to me why, I'm thinking Marina Bay. But what
another person that I listened to about his name is he has what is called Paranormal Files. I don't know if you've ever heard it. He does a lot. He did a couple segments on the so-called smiley killers.
Yep.
And brought out what you were saying about how they're always found in the water, and they're always found the same way.
Right. I mean, think about this, okay? The people that the people that fallen in, or people that have drowned, right? They've either fallen in. They've said that they've fallen into the river. Now, most people can swim up here in New England, right?
Okay.
Anyone that falls in can usually scurry up and out. They'll be wet, but they can usually get up and out. If they can scoot in, they can get out. Right?
Right. Correct.
Unless you throw them off the back of a boat. That's a whole different
And they're drugged.
And
most of them have some kind of drug in their system.
Something in them, yeah. That's a whole.
I can't remember what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a date rape drug, Rufinol.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I mean,
oh my gosh,
in another 2 weeks, because school's back, School's coming back now. All the kids coming back into the dorms, coming back to college. In 2 weeks, you'll find a body in the river.
Oh, that's just so sad, isn't it?
It's what happens. I don't know how else to tell you. It's sad, but it's almost like change of seasons. It's what happens up here. It's strange.
Well, it's like they're supposedly, and this is hearsay again for me, is they move around the country, or the United States at least. I don't know about any other country, but depending on the time, like you say, depending on the time of year.
Yep. And we have some now. They're dropping them up north of the state, in the northern part, right off the highway, like right off the. I don't see how they can do it. I don't even see.
I don't know.
The only vehicles I see inside the areas where the bodies are being found would be state police troopers, where they would park on the side of the road and just watch traffic go by. Like, that's the only. I don't understand how they can't see what's going on here. So that's a whole nother story. That's a whole day in itself. I tell you that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'd be like talking for days about all the different things going on. It's just so sad what's going on. But
yeah, so the original answer to your question: do I think Proctor gets his job back? I do.
Yeah, I remember asking you that before the last time I talked to you. But
I mean, if they denied it, they have the grounds and the means and the evidence to deny it. I just don't see politically it happening.
Wow. Well, I guess what is it now? It's the state and them presenting their case against him, and then in October he gets to present his case. Correct?
I guess because they haven't even gone through like discovery part, and they still do a lot of evidence that I guess they're trying to use to get him his job back. But I mean, if this stuff is if that's all wrapped up, and if it's part of another suit, I don't know how they're going to get it out of the unimpounded, because that's a public hearing there.
Yes, correct. That's what the only thing I got is I go on TikTok when I get like a couple hours sleep, and I go on there and I get little segments, and I did hear the prosecution for the CW, though. He did not say nice things about Proctor.
Well, he repeated Proctor's words, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. And then he played his court, what he said in court.
Yep.
And he was on the stand. So if he gets his job back, we'll just have to see. We can speculate, but it's not going to do anything until it happens.
It's Massachusetts, and John O'Keefe's killers are still out there. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
What else more proof can I show you that it's not what you may think it may be? It could be something completely different that we don't even know. This could be a done deal already, which it most likely already is. This is just a show we're watching. This is all. This is just for us. That's all.
Well, isn't this the first time they've ever had it televised, something like this?
I think this is the first time we've ever had to do this.
Oh.
This doesn't happen every day, which it should, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
So,
considering all, and out of his mouth, he said there are cops who have done much worse than me and never went this way.
Yep.
So he's right. So maybe we should be going after all of them.
And that's what the other guy was saying. You can't use that as a reason because you didn't terminate this person for doing the same thing. You can't use that as an excuse. Yeah.
Right. Oh, this is good. We're back to craziness again for
it.
Massachusetts. I better let you go. I'm sure there's other people who want to call in. I just wanted to
listen.
Say good morning
and put them fires out when you're out there.
Oh yeah, I am not a fire girl. I am a scaredy cat. But I love Wyoming. I love where I'm at. It's
Yep.
beautiful, quiet. There's hardly anybody out here. I just love it here. But I'll let you go, and just love your show always, and prayers always to Mike.
Thank you so
And
much, really.
I love your chat and your mods and everything. Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you
Bye bye.
so much. Enjoy the day.
You too.
Wow. That was badass. That's a good conversation. All right. Listen, I want to read you guys something. I don't want to. I really don't. This hurts my heart. Star Drive-In closed last night due to unforeseen circumstances. She had planned on staying open until March, but after attending a town meeting with the mayor, she closed last night. So sad. Star Drive-In, no longer. Wow. They just took that away from us like that. There's got to be a place we can recreate that freaking thing. At least buy it, right? And move the fucking thing. We can, like the sign, that's not hard to move. We can move the sign. Build another shack, nice little 50 shack. Maybe make it a little bit bigger for her. She does so much, not just for the movement, but for everybody. I'm sure she's got so many little league team shirts just piled up in a corner because every time you sponsor a team, they give you a shirt. I'm sure she's got just piles of them. No more. Man, I need to get my coffee. Hold on 1 second, guys. Just let that sink in. Unfortunately, that sucks. And I don't be the bearer of bad news, but I'd rather you hear it from me. That sucks. Be right back. I mean, we all knew this was coming, right? We did. We all knew this was coming, but it's still sad. Erica does so much. She really does. And it's not that she doesn't do a lot. She does. It's that it's just the fact that it's like it's a place. It's a thing. It's a drive-in. It's a landmark. It's a wha- damn it. That sucks. It's like losing the Wilbur Theater. Imagine that. Taking that away so people can't use that. Well, one thing I can say, I can guarantee there's one big, huge pressure off her back. I mean, think about that. If you ever own a business like that, and when you gotta shut the doors, you gotta shut the doors. Yeah. All right. I can do this. Yeah. All right. check this out. Sean McDonough, not the other guy. As revealed today at the Civil Service Commission hearing on the appeal of Michael Proctor's termination, Proctor's attorney confirmed that the Massachusetts State Police made the decision to fire him July 1st, 2024. I took plenty of heat for reporting that fact before it was public knowledge. The attacks and ridicule came from people who either didn't know better or simply couldn't accept the truth. But what's the difference between amateurs and professionals? Those of us who have done this work for years rely on solid, well-placed sources who provide accurate information. My report stands on its own. My sources remain protected. Once again, my record proves my reporting. All right. Oh yeah. All right. So let's read this. All right. I'll read it to you guys. This is Aiden. As I said I would do on the show tonight, I removed the tweet about AJ and KR appearance on Howie Carr this Thursday. I stand by what I said, but if the tweet stays up, it's going to continue to be something people comment on for several more days, which will be more divisive. Okay. I've made my point already, and it's not something productive to dwell on. Howie has been really supportive of me, and his career trajectory is something that inspires me, which is true. Okay. I mean, when Howie leaves, which ain't going to be long, we're going to need somebody else. I wanted to say what was on my mind, but I didn't want to cause a lot of backlash to Howie or Karen, which I clearly did. We're all fighting for the same thing here. But fuck you if you think I haven't earned the right to speak my mind. I did 60 days of solitary confinement in jail, surrounded by psychotic individuals screaming all hours of the night and defecating in their cells. I had cameras on me 24/7, and I was sent to jail on my birthday. I didn't get to say goodbye to my kids or see them on Christmas. The only reason they did this to me is because I advocated for Karen Reed. That's it. If I kept writing about Monica Cannon Grant, Mike Fucci, or Tyler Falconer, they would have left me alone. But I'd do it all over again in a heartbeat, except for Lindsay Giannetti. To the people saying, making posts like this are what's holding you back, you're wrong. I've gotten to where I am today specifically because I make posts like that. In a world where people are afraid to speak their mind, I tell you exactly what I'm feeling. This includes elements of my life that a lot of people would be too embarrassed to openly discuss. This includes elements of my life that a lot of people would be too embarrassed. All right, personal failure is what I've learned from them. And when I feel slighted by someone, this is my identity, this is my brand, this is who I am. I agree with that. Yep. Yep. No, he's not wrong there. He's absolutely not wrong. Yep. You ain't wrong. Loyalty is everything. Uh-huh. Well, we're gonna get some of this stuff, right? Yeah. No, I mean, and again, we didn't no. Yeah. No. No. I mean, if anyone has the right to say anything, pretty sure it's him. He did time for that. So, okay. What's this going on? Home. Yeah, that's not the reason he's gonna get his job back, though. I can't imagine what Michael Proctor's thinking. He has no chance of getting his job back. And all he's doing is reopening the wound and reminding the world what kind of person he is when he hears clips like this. This is gonna. I,
Just take.
I'm not. I'm not playing it too. It's too early to play that noise here this morning. We know what he said. Ooh, Boston Radio Watch. Turtle Boy Howie car beef might be more interesting than the two trials combined. Oh boy, I'm not thinking not so. No. Uh, is this even a Kieran Reed interview? Is this? Let me go back to that. Does it say it's actually an interview? It's just the fact that she's going to be in studio, right? That's all it was, right? Just that she was going to be in studio with Alan Jackson. Oh shit. All right, I got to read this. Let me share it. Let me stop that. Sorry everybody, but I have to do this cuz Star Driving was very integral to us being where we're at. So, let me read it real quick. All right. I had every intention of closing up in March and riding off into the sunset. Then I read our mayor's letter to the members of the Taunton Municipal Council. You can find it. It was addressed to Council President Scott Martin, who also knew of all my struggles because he attended a Karen Reed fundraiser. I can't remember if it was last year or 2 years ago, but we spoke at length and I told him everything. I closed the Star today. Sorry again for any inconvenience, but I need to prepare documents and print records showing that her statements are in fact untrue. My choice. But I've only ever closed for my dad or my brother's funeral service, or when the weather was unsafe or unhealthy for my employees. But I felt the need to be there tonight. This was important to me, my staff, my customers, my community. By 5 p.m., I still wasn't sure if I wanted to attend and stand up in front of everyone that runs the city and give my input. My goal was to try and open another restaurant in Taunton after I closed the Star, and I didn't want to make any waves. My husband is my biggest supporter, but he is out of the country. He's a good guy. A dear friend, also a mom of my former employees, offered to meet me. She knows exactly what's been going on for years now. I don't know if I would have the courage to go without her, so thank you. You know who you are. So obviously, I attended and we sat through hours of hearing how small businesses are not being contacted, informed, or made aware of things that will directly affect their businesses. Ironic. After working all last night and this morning on what I would say to the city council, I was informed this afternoon that comments would be limited to 3 minutes. Ha! During the first part of the public meeting, it was announced that because of my attendance, community input was limited to 3 minutes, but more time would be allowed if necessary. That part of the meeting adjourned quite late. The mayor and other council members entered the chamber and the next part of the meeting started. The mayor stated the rules for the open forum, 3 minutes, with remainder close to the 3-minute mark, and the clerk will begin to call the residents that were registered to speak. One woman went over her time limit and was reprimanded. Her husband stood up and offered to give his time to his wife. He was also reprimanded by the mayor and told that is not how this works. This ensued into a very unprofessional and quite frankly embarrassing public forum. It stressed me out immensely and I was nervous to speak beforehand. So I decided that I only had time to read an email sent to the mayor on May 13th, 2013. I did not want to allow the mayor to cut me off or reprimand me. I read the email, then asked the mayor if my 3 minutes was up yet. She said yes. I submitted a file folder to the clerk that included copies of my emails to and from almost all the government entities that I have reached out over many years which I hope would help keep the Star Drive-In alive. I wanted it to be known that I voted for our current mayor and I support her and allowed her to hold ice cream socials, meet and greets at my business, in which I provided at no cost to her with no invoices sent to the property. Some will understand that reference. I do. I allowed her a place, her largest campaign signs on the property. We have so much traffic flow. She reached out to me a few weeks ago and asked if she could do it again. My reply was not the person that I am, but I said, that's a tough one. What have you done for me? And again, I stated all the same issues I was facing every day for almost 6 years now. In true form, read, no reply. Once council sorts through all sorts of the things I provided, I hope they will see and understand the natural progression of how frustrated I had become after weeks, months, and now years. All the money and time I have exhausted, and for no reason or fault of my own. I pay the property taxes for all 10 acres. I use a mere footprint. I pay all my state and town meal taxes. I pay all the sales tax on the books. I'm a good standing with the health department. I follow the minor worker policies. I follow all I-9 citizen policies, proper insurance policies. No one helped me, and I reached out to every department I could think of, all while running a very busy restaurant by myself. So know that I was very nervous when I spoke because I was emotional, and the screaming from the last person speaker upset me, and I think it got through it. I believe it'll be replayed on this link sometime tomorrow under Municipal Network. I also want to thank everyone that has reached out. P.S. The new owner of the Star Drive-In property, Mickey Higgins, South Coast Development, is a very big contributor to our current mayor's reelection campaign fund. Everything makes sense to me now. I'll ride off into the sunset soon, but the community needs to know what's really going on. Hope to see you at the Star, Erica. Jesus. Mickey Higgins. I've heard that name a couple times now. Let's find out. Mickey Higgins. Did he do that project in Lakeville? Tell me he did that one in Lakeville. Oh, you guys will love this one. Oh my God. Oh my. Wow. Oh, tell me. This guy. This guy made the town of Lakeville give him not Mickey Higgins. Tell me. I'm looking. Yeah, the owner up the street. You know what? You know where Star is? There's a gas station, right? Right up the other side of the drive. Let me shut this down. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Stop that. This is the gas station. If you come out of here and you take a right, you go under the highway. Star Drive-In's on the right. He owns that gas station. So if you don't want to support the guy that closed the Star Drive-In, don't go here. This is New England Farms. That's his restaurant or his little gas station thing. If you don't want to support him, then you can stop going there. So, South Coast Development Group, right? That's in 44. This I'm trying to find it. I can't find it now. This guy worked for the town and made the town give him the land, and then he sold it back to the town to develop. It was sweet. Absolutely wicked, wicked money grab. Yeah. Yep. We're gonna sell it to developers. That's what I was under the impression. And there's like self storage units across the street right now. And I think they want to put 10 acres of self storage. That's a big footprint. Yes, she owned the business, not the property. The business should trump the property. She had at least until March. Yeah. That's sad. I feel bad for that lady. I really do. She's done a lot for a lot of people. Yeah. Uh crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. Yeah. And everyone, thank you for the prayers for Mike. Really. Um, Alan Jackson and Kieran Reed live in studio with Howie Carr. Okay. So we know that. I just saw that. There we go. Share that for you guys. You can see it. So I guess it wasn't, she's just not going to be there with him. She's going to be in studio. So that's okay. Let's see what the glare got to say. They post stuff like this to stir the shit as if there's resentment or some kind of whatever order. Karen and her team are strategizing their press engagements. Yeah. Yes, of course. We naturally feel that Dr. Turtleboy has earned first interview with everyone down the board. Totally agree. And then some. Again, I think he should get more than what the average person gets, but that's just me. And he's not just with Alan Jackson, jurors from both trials and others I can't name off the top of my head. Bingo. Absolutely. That's exactly yes, Will. Absolutely yes. If not for Aiden's relentless pursuit of the truth into the murder of Boston police officer John O'Keefe, Karen would probably not have gained the support that she has. Everyone acknowledged this, but it speaks volumes that when these trolls only have the petty crumb of a gnaw at, while the rest of us understood the accomplishments, the opportunities, and the fruits to come of Aiden's sacrifice in relentless pursuit of justice and truth. In this independent commentator's opinion, things such as first interviews pale in comparison to what will become of the name Aiden Turtleboy Kearney in the very near future. Cry harder, you hateful bitches. Yeah. What? He just friggin' popped 150,000 subscribers. Jesus Christ, what are you talking about? You are insane if you think that. Yeah. No, I can't agree with Will anymore. I mean that's absolutely freaking perfect. I absolutely agree. Yep. As well as other stuff. Not anything else. Oh wait. of new. Love it. Yep. No, absolutely. And I'm glad he said that. I really am. I'm absolutely really happy that he said that. Um, yeah, that's just yeah. Who told Proctor about his medical Kieran's medical? Who told Proctor about Karen's medical condition? Anybody? Anybody know? How did Proctor know? How did Proctor know off the bat? How? Mm-hmm.
The number ending in 4146, question, is that chick a smoke? Again, 4146, question mark. I respond EH. I respond again, not
Yeah.
bag, as chief would say. I also respond with, she's got a leaky poo knot, leaks poo.
And what, if anything, is that in reference?
Again, to Ms.
How'd
Reese's
you know
some
this?
medical conditions there. Again, unprofessional comments I should not have made, that I'm not proud of.
No kidding.
As far as attitudes expressed within.
The number ending in 4146, question, is that
Oh, stop that. Is that chick a smoke? No. No, she's not. All right. Call. Let's answer the call. Oh, I had you, Tracy. I don't know what happened. Give us a ring back. Pop you up on the screen. Bingo. Jill got bingo. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of tilting the playing field off the bat, right? Not fair? By a lot, not fair. Yeah. If he gets his job back, you're going to see a lot of people very not happy. But at the same time, right? He pays union dues for this reason and this reason only. The union is covering this bill. I'm sure about it. Right? The union is there to fight for him and get his job back. And every other state trooper pays into the union every single month. So kind of got a pay to play type of a thing. And they've already invested their money. Mm-hmm. Amy's in the wrong chat. We don't see her. That's why. No wonder why the freaking chat hates you. You're looking at the wrong one. We'll get you. We'll get you situated. Poor Amy. All right. What's going on here? Oh. So Mass Dot, which is in trouble, Mass Department of Transportation, big trouble. Like they have no money to fix the freaking train system. Check this out. Global remains focused on Mass DOT's handling of their procurement. They're talking about buying stuff for big dollars, like trains and stuff, but they don't have money to do it. A process that could leave Massachusetts taxpayers with nearly $900 million less in guaranteed rent than your client's bid would have delivered. MassDOT's own financial advisor, KPMG, confirmed that Applegreen's proposed terms do not seem to meet DOT's stated goal of sustaining and potentially increasing the revenue source over the lease term, while also noting that Global's proposed terms, in fact, meet Mass DOT's stated goal of sustaining and potentially increasing revenue source over the lease term. This outcome was only possible because we believe Mass DOT manipulated the process, stripping away key safeguards like the parent guarantee requirement and misclassifying routine operating costs as capital to artificially inflate Applegreen's bid. These actions tilted the playing field in Applegreen's favor into private taxpayers of the best value. So they pretty much friggin' rigged the system and set it up so that Applegreen won the contract for, what was it, we're on the hook for $900 million now on top of what we paid. We got to give them $900 million more. Or we're less $900 million. That's what it is. Good call there, people. Who didn't carry the freaking zero?
Somebody's wearing shorts in the courtroom. I'm surprised they let him come in.
I am in the middle of a divorce. My husband is being incredible though. Like really and truly, like we are.
Oh, this is good. Now, listen, if you guys are on Twitter, right, you have to follow Joey Baggett. Yes, it's exactly what happened. Bid rigging. It's just they just whatever. We'll just no problem. And they set it up so that only Evergreen could fit the bill. Shorts in the courtroom. You saw that, right? Yeah. Yeah, and I found it weird. You guys noticed that yesterday when they asked, the first thing that they took away was his health insurance? Did you hear that in the courtroom? It means that, like, all right, so Dakota Girl, you're going to make a company and call it Dakota Inc., okay? I need new trains for my railroad that I have, and you make the trains, okay? But you and me are friends. So I tell you, listen, I need new trains, and I'm going to put it out to bid. You're going to be one of the 10 people that bid for me, okay? I need new trains. 10 people, give me new trains. Lowest bid wins. I tell you what the lowest number is, and you come in even lower than they do, right? So now you know you're inside, but within your contract, you have extras that make it so that you end up being the most ludicrously expensive trains I could ever possibly buy. But you and I know that. It's in the contract that we signed. But you're lowest on the contract bid to get in, and then we fix it so that you're the only one that was able to build the trains that we spec out. That's bid rigging. That's how they set it up. And we're talking big dollars, like bunches of zeros. Yeah. Do you understand it now? I know it's a very rudimentary way of explaining it, but I hope to help you there. All right. This is just a stream I just threw up, guys, just a heads up. But I love Joey Bag of Donuts. I love this guy. Let's listen to this real quick.
We established that you're very close to your sister Courtney, correct?
Correct.
You provided your sister with updates on important advancements during the course of your investigation into this case. Did you not periodically?
I made her aware of newsworthy stuff.
That started as early as January 29th, 2022. Is that right?
Don't know the exact date or content.
Well, the day of the incident, you began letting her know that you were involved, that you had been assigned, what the status was,
Yes.
the nature of the case.
All right.
You established that you're very close with your sister in 2022.
Yeah, he's really close with his sister. He's sending his sister all sorts of stuff. Oh, I freaking love this account. He has been dropping some serious heat lately, this guy. Chris Albert's 2005 record, something to behold. He's missed half of them friggin' meetings. Select board, he was a perfect 5 for 5 when it was a comfy Zoom. But since JR took the chair, 8 attended, 4 skipped. Looks like Chris only shows up when it's from the couch. Maybe we should move town hall to the Cape Club so he never misses again. Oh, it's a good idea. He's conflicted at the golf. All right. Oh, Proctor's lawyer totally nailed it. Proctor was never technically under federal investigation. No target letter, you say. Absolutely pristine legal standing. And yet, the feds managed to get all his texts. But hey, obviously they just made that run, happen for fun, right? When you're not a target, you're still eligible for text message data. Federal investigators can grab your messages as if they're merely a subject or even just in the vicinity of interest. So freaking true. A target letter isn't mandatory for investigators to subpoena carriers or cloud services for someone's communications. Third-party subpoenas equal your texts included. Oh, I love that. Oof. If anyone you texted, friends, colleagues, had their data seized, your side of the conversation comes along for the ride. Case in point, Rep. Andy Olgos claimed he was merely a subject, yet the FBI seized his phone and Gmail, including texts with lawmakers and the former president. Even if you're not around-the-clock surveillance target, if your messages get accidentally collected, say via geofencing or bulk collection, the feds can sift through them later. Remember Peter Stokes and Lisa Page? Their private anti-Trump texts with no indication that they were targets were pulled by the DOJ's Inspector General during an internal probe. Similar here. Being not under investigation is being immune from having your communications collected. Federal agents don't need surprise target letters to access your texts. What's to say they don't have Tully's phone first because of them? Some of Proctor's text. There you go. Bingo. Once you have one, you have them all. Think about that. Think about that. That's pretty freaking slick. So, all right, everybody. We're going to close this stream down, and I'll catch you at the one at 9 o'clock. So, everyone go refill your coffees, have a quick smoke, and catch you back in a minute.
Cold mornings, cracked pavement, courthouse steps. He's there before sunrise while the world still rests. No cameras needed, no spotlight glare. Just a man with a purpose, always standing there. Facing the crowd, but the fight in his veins. Truth in his hands, pushing through the rain. Karen sees him, she knows what it means when you've got boots on the ground and you fight for your dreams. Boots on the ground, day after day, standing for truth in the heart for praise, just fighting the good fight in 1,000 ways. When the cameras fade and the voices die, he's still right there, never asking why. He's got a handshake that you can trust, eyes that don't blink when it comes to us. Karen smiles because she knows it's true. She's got a soldier and his name's CPU. Boots on the ground, day after day, standing for truth in the hardest way. No fame, no hoarding, just a promise kept. Tom CPU, you never left. When the courthouse is empty and the crowd's gone home, Tom's still walking, he's never alone. 1,000 steps, 1,000,000 prayers, because justice don't sleep and neither does he care.